My journey to become a school counselor started a long time ago. I want to thank my parents, actually, for having me. I mean, that sounds kind of weird, but my mom always reminds me of that on my birthday, of course. I thank them for setting a foundation for me, for really caring about people. I know they lived their lives as my dad was a teacher. I actually had him as a 9th grade science teacher. My mom was a music teacher. She tried to teach me piano lessons, but I wasn't a really good student. But both their examples and the work that they did in the schools, at church, really set that foundation for me to be just like that. 28 years ago, I started off here in District 11 at Mark Twain Elementary as a 6th grade teacher. And that year was pivotal for me to learn how to be an effective teacher. And really what that came down to was finding my heart and speaking from my heart. And I believe I learned a lot of that from Mr. Rogers. If you think about it, Mr. Rogers says, "I like you just the way you are." And all these people in my life liked me just the way I was. I didn't have to pretend. I was just who I am.
So Tim Garland, to me, is an amazing counselor. He understands what it takes to be successful in this business, and he puts his heart and soul in everything that he does. And so I know that anytime Tim meets with a kid, he gets to know them at an exceptionally deep level, and he cares more about those kids than I would have known was possible, honestly. Tim's just an amazing counselor that way.
He has a very complete vision of what school counseling is, and he sees his role to be truly the student support in all facets of whatever that student needs. He spends a lot of time working with the kids on their non-classroom concerns so that they can be successful in the classroom.
He inspires us every day to take a deeper look about how we are working with students and how we are working with students with mental health needs. He makes sure that we, as a school, are looking at bringing in the best resources.
If I care about that one person right now, there's something behind that. And I see this hurt. I see it in their heart. I see it in their eyes. And the light that goes on, the spark that is lit in their eye when I take time to call them by name, to give them a handshake, a smile, to play their favorite music, to go for a walk around the school, to take that time that I'm really caring about them has inspired them to turn their whole thing around.
He epitomizes heart, caring, just wanting to do right by Doherty High School and by the kids we serve. He's always willing to jump in, be it through our AVID program. We're working with the Card Education Initiative on their suicide prevention network, and just the work that he's done to bring suicide to the forefront. I mean, he won't stop. It's going to happen, and that's really what he's done, is he's pushed so hard.
I'm the district counseling chair. It started 6 years ago, and before that time, or at that time, we didn't have leadership in the district office, central office. So I was liaison between the school counselors and the district. Did some professional developments on mental health, on developing why do we do school counseling, and a lot of things of that nature, and really inspiring counselors. Since then, we have leadership. We have Valerie and Corey and others who are leading our way. So I'm the Colorado School Counselor Association Region 12 representative. So I'm representing all the counselors in El Paso and Teller County, and that's quite an honor. One of the new things that happened this year was we have a counseling leadership cohort. And this is super exciting. We have a group of counselors in the district who are meeting together on a monthly basis. Yes, we drink coffee, lots of it. And we need that camaraderie to talk about planning, talk about what we're doing, talk about this profession, and like I said, elevating this profession.
Even though Tim has a huge workload and a lot of things going on and a lot of things on his plate, Tim will kind of forget about that, and he will take the time to work with the student and take the time to make sure that that student feels cared about, to make sure that that student feels heard and listened to.
I could tell you many, many stories of the impact that not only I believe I've had on students, but really their impact is on me. And not only them, but my colleagues. And we have a lot of great counselors in District 11, a lot of super counselors who are really caring from their hearts, They're going out of their way to really go the distance for students, to care for them, to help them with their social and emotional development, their academic future planning, everything. So we do a really good job in District 11 about educating the whole child.